So welcome back guys to another video, and today I'm doing a review on Oniken Unstoppable Edition. It was originally released on Steam in 2014 by developers Joymasher, but now it's been published by Digerati, who have to give a big shout and a huge thank you for sending a review copy to the studio for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. So without further ado, let's get into it. The story takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where an evil military organization seeks to enslave humans with a robot army. A resistance has risen to match the evildoers, but finds itself losing ground every day. Enter Zeku, the mysterious drifter and legendary swordsman who fights injustice while helping those in need. You can see the 80s influence from the anime art style to some nods to movies such as Terminator and even Mad Max. When it comes to gameplay and controls, this definitely is a love letter to retro gaming. The controls are simple but effective. You have a sword that you can level up with icons you pick up throughout the game, that sadly you will lose that momentum if you get hit. There's also grenades that work as a sub-weapon. Think of Castlevania using the up and attack button to use them. It can be kind of tricky in some fights, but when it's done right, it really helps with some of the boss battles especially. There's also a Berserk power-up that makes your character glow red and makes them unstoppable for a short period of time. Like NES games in the past, Joymasher really tapped the feeling of old-school action platformers. Platforms and character patterns are all there. Also the cheap deaths, which make you feel like a total badass once you figure out what to do. Now, Joymasher's tagline is "We know retro," and I cannot disagree with that statement. With 8 action-packed levels of pure nostalgic goodness, I felt like I was on a joyride with games that made me reminiscent of, like Strider or Ninja Gaiden or Shatterhand. I definitely had those feels there. And the game, has everything from memorization of boss battles and character patterns and different enemy move sets, different power-ups, pitfalls, what have you. The things that I love about retro gaming. It was all there with this title. I really did enjoy it. The only thing I will say that I did not like about this game is the control scheme. Now, I mainly played this game with the Switch Pro controller. Again, this is the Switch port. I didn't play it on the PS4. I have not played it on Steam, but use X and A for your jump and attack, which is really weird. It took me a while to get used to that, but once I got used to it, I was fine. I will say a D-pad is essential for a game like this. Don't use the analog stick. It's kind of unresponsive and you'll find yourself dying a lot quicker. If you're gaming on the go and you like to play a lot of retro games like I do recommend getting the Hori Joy-Con pad. Only works in handheld mode, but it has a D-pad that's a lot better than using the stock Joy-Con side with the button D-pad. It's just not as good. This is something you need to get. This is really good for a game like this. So with that being said, I'm gonna give this game a solid 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy this game. I felt like the price tag of $9.99 on the eShop is very reasonable. It's not an incredibly long game, but it's a joyride. I really did enjoy it. So anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching. If you've played this game on Steam or if you've played it on PS4, maybe this is a game you want to check out, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.